Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your end of year reading. This is going to cover, I just wanted to make sure my microphone was working. Okay, it's going to cover now until the end of the year, things that will crop up. This doesn't disallow or erase any of the readings from now until the end of the year, like the monthly readings. It's just an addition to, okay? So as a light warning, I just want you to know that whatever's on the table is what I'm going to read. If you're easily triggered, if you feel like you don't want to hear anything bad, I'm not saying there's anything bad on here. You know, I haven't looked at it particularly yet, but it's probably not a good idea for you to frequent this channel because whatever's on the table, good or bad, I'm going to tell you, okay? And just remember, anything negative that you see in any reading, you can step in and change that outcome. Nothing is set in stone. If you see a warning here, you could easily negate that. And that's what the good thing is about these readings. You can step in and say, okay, I know this might be coming, therefore I'm not going to do this, this, and this. Okay. With that warning in place, let's just continue. You're going to have each sector here. You're going to have charms, tarot, and oracle. So let's get started. We're going to start with career and business. You have the King of Swords here. And you know, the King of Swords is obviously an air sign, could be an Aquarius. It doesn't have to be male. It could be a female. Now, it also doesn't have to be an air sign, and I'll tell you how that works, because you do see man here. So let me explain. And the interesting thing about your reading, I just want you to say right off the bat, is all the congestion seems to be in your home and family. There's a little here in your health and well-being, but it looks like there's a lot of activity in your home and family, not so much in that career and business. And it doesn't mean that nothing good's going to happen to you. It just means that most of the activity, for better or for worse, is in this area. So with that said, the King of Swords and the Man card obviously could be what it seems, right? It could be an Aquarian male, a air sign male that has a deep impact on your career and business. But I have to tell you, it also could be a female stepping into this energy, right? It could be a female who is kind of cold, kind of black and white, has that sword, you know, slashing it about. Not saying they're bad. It's just they could be seen as kind of cold, and stepping into it could be a woman that's stepping into that divinely masculine energy, a lack of warmth, lack of nurturing. I'm not saying negativity. I'm just saying facts. Okay. And it doesn't say, and you know, maybe we'll clarify this a little bit more, being that this reading is just so complicated in many ways. Maybe we'll pull a couple of cards here at the end, but there seems to be someone here who has a big impact on your career, on your day-to-day career, who may be seen as kind of cold masculine energy. Okay. With that said, onto your social life here, you have, hold on, my throat lately, I don't know what it is. You have Temperance, which we know is the card of a Sagittarius, right? It's in reverse. So in your social life, you may be experiencing some upheaval here. What's fascinating here, Sagittarius, is you have the card of Sagittarius and you have the actual symbol charm of Sagittarius here. And as we can see, let's see if I can focus in on that, right? You can see that, right? It's the Sagittarius symbol, but it's coming in sideways. So you're coming in upside down, in reverse. You're also coming in sideways. There may be some upheaval here in your social life. What's your social life? Your friend group, your work friend group. It's people outside of you, not your family, not your love interest, but your social group in some way. That seems to be problematic in some way, right? Your social life may be unbalanced with that inverted Sagittarian and that sideways Sagittarian symbol. You have broken bridge, you know, to drive the point home. It says unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Now, when I see a broken bridge, I take it quite literally. There could be a broken friendship here on the table. It could be someone in your social group is leaving the social group. It could be you're dragged into some drama here. Very well could be. You have the courage symbol, and that is in reverse. So someone's behavior, Sagittarius, may denote an absence of courage. You may be feeling less than courageous yourself, I guess. That's definitely a possibility with what you are facing here. But for most of you, I think it's a friend's behavior. And when I say friend, it could be an acquaintance. It doesn't have to be a very close friend. But it's somebody that has an impact on your friend group. Absolutely. Now, more fascinating information is that here on the border, and this is the border here, the border between social life and love interest, right? Or partnerships. You have the death symbol. So it could be friendship here is coming to an end. This is also the symbol for Scorpio, Pluto. So you could be so the Scorpio on the border. It may represent an actual Scorpio. It could be Scorpio season, right? Which we're entering into. It could be that's when this takes place, or it could be the death of something, creating a Plutonic energy, an energy of endings and new beginnings. Now, all of that could be true. One of those things could be true. It's very strong energy, and it doesn't look like it's the end of the world. It just looks like it just so happens. Being that we have a sector for all of these things, something's bound to come up. And this is your friend group, so do let me know as the year wears on how that impacted you. Now, here in your love and relationships, I really like this energy. You have the Queen of Cups. And we all know the Queen of Cups is the ultimate love court card, right? I mean, she's nurturing, she's sweet, and she could be a he, but if it is a he is leaning on his divinely feminine side, which means now that I just need to say also that the Queen of Cups is Sun in Cancer, but could be any water sign. But like the King of Swords, this could be someone just stepping into this role. This could be you, Sagittarius. This could be your love interest stepping into a really nurturing role. I really like that. It's beautiful energy. So let's look at this. Well, just so you know, also here you have the bull, and it says, do not back down from opposition, blah, 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 blah. The bull could simply represent a Taurian figure, someone who is strong yet soft. If it's not a Taurus, it's someone with that stability, right? Someone who may be stubborn. This could be you. Sagittarians are known for being stubborn. All in all, this is really nice energy. It really is, because you have here the charm of Hasma coming in here. And, you know, you probably recognize that as the hand of Fatima. It's the universal sign of protection. It's present in Islam, Judaism, African folklore. It dates back to ancient Mesopotamia, and it is a sign of protection. You are protected in love, love interest. It looks like you, before the end of the year, you're going to feel protected. You're going to feel this sense of warmth, nurturing, coming from someone in your life. I really like that for you. Like I said, it could be a water sign, you know, but typically Sun in Cancer type thing, energy. However, like I said, this could very simply be someone stepping into that role. And whatever it is, it's very good for you. It's very wholesome. It's very nurturing. It's really good energy here, Sagittarius. Now here for your advice, you have the Knight. Let me see if I can do this. And I don't want to disturb too much here. You have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles here in reverse. And this is under your advice. This is Neptune and Pisces energy. This is coupled with the misunderstanding. There's a wall here, right? You may have a wall up that Spirit is trying to tell you to keep in check, especially if it's a love relationship. Try to take down a little bit of those walls before the year is out. But, you know, the truth is here, under advice, there could be a misunderstanding that takes place. And you may be thinking of... You may be a perfectionist. You may need to loosen your grip on this desire to be perfect. That's the advice for some of you. Now, you also have the Wheel of Fortune in charm form. See if I can get that to where you can see it. You can kind of see that, right? The Wheel of Fortune. And it's sort of alone in this, right? The Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter. And Jupiter rules Sagittarius. So you're coming up over and over in this reading, right? It's karma, luck, expansion. There are things that are possible here, but you have to loosen your grip on what it is you stubbornly want as far as the road to get there, right? You may be searching for perfection or searching for rigid, okay, it has to be this way, and this way. And Spirit is trying to advise you here to loosen your grip on that and see what happens. take things as it comes. Okay, that's definitely advice here for you. Now you also have on the border, never give up. And I like that because it's this center part here, Sagittarius, is you. And the further things are away from you, the further things are time-wise away from you. But this reading does encompass everything that happens before 2025. So we'll keep all that in mind. There is something in you that this could be advice, because it is on the border of advice and self. This could be advice from spirit. This could be you having that drive to never give up. I really like that. It's definitely so Sagittarian, right? To be positive and no matter what's going on, to have that never give up sort of drive. Now, in spirit and self, you have, let's see, you have the Page of Wands in reverse. It's very hard for me to see if this is focusing correctly, but this is the Page of Wands in reverse. This is Aries and Jupiter, more Jupiter energy. It could be any fire sign. You may be going through a period of indecisiveness at some point before the end of the year, a lack of motivation, or wanting something you can't have. It sort of goes with what we said about loosening your grip. Your way to success may be different, right? Your end goal is in sight, but the way you get there may be different from how you envision it. So loosen your grip on how, and I'm saying it again, on how you want to get there, Sagittarius. You also have, as you can see, you have that never give up symbol on the border, and you have leaning on it this crystal, which is, let me see if I can get it. Let me see if I could hold this up to where you could actually see it. This is Libyan desert glass. It's a tektite, right? There's a lot I can say here. It is the crystal of Libra. And, you know, we are exiting Libra season here. So this might be, you know, something that's meaningful to you. You may be dealing with a Libra. Something may have started during the Libra season. In any case, this was tektite that was formed when an asteroid hit the Earth 29 million years ago. This makes it 14 million years older than Moldavite. It struck the desert in between like Egypt and Libya. And it's known as Moldavite's sister. This was valued and found in King Tut's breastplate. It was very highly valued. It connects us to the past here, Sagittarius. Once again, it points to your ancestors. It points to your ancestors. So there may be, the veil is extremely thin this time of year. You're out there. You may have an ancestor that is watching over you, unbeknownst to you, or maybe beknownst, you know. It could be, let's see. It's right on top of you. And it's right on top of this never give up. It is very, very, very close to advice. As we forge on in the reading, we'll get a clearer picture of what this means, but it does seem as though you're getting help somehow, some way from the other side here. I like that. So let's continue. I don't even know where to start. All right, yeah, look. On the border here, I don't want to mess this pile up because I think it has meaning, the order it's in. If you want to, you know, if you want to look and focus strongly in so you can see what I'm saying, you have the World card here. And the World card is in reverse. You're wanting to close a cycle. You're wanting to, and then again, you know, it's that rushing feeling. It's that feeling of doing things your way. You're wanting to close a cycle. But with the moon here touching this, there is the symbol of the moon. Things are not as clear as they should be for you to make that decision. I think you need to loosen your grip on how you want things to go and in the order you want it to go. I think you need to be the planner that you are, but loosen your grip a little bit here, Sagittarius, because these are bordering your home and family and yourself. Well, yeah, I guess I should do that. You know, Libra's coming out again here. I'm going to have to move this just a little bit. Right now, the closest thing to the center is the Libra symbol. You may have a Libra on the other side here, Sagittarius, that's looking out for you. You may have someone with moon in Libra, and it may have something with your home and family, moon in Libra. Okay. God, there's so much here. Okay. With the charms, I tend to get very overwhelmed with information. So keep the Libra thing under your hat for now. You have here in home and family, your most congested sector. You have the Hermit card. And the Hermit card here is in reverse. The Hermit does represent Virgo. So you have Moon in Libra, you have Virgo. You could be dealing with a Virgo or a Libra. This could be someone who has passed on. This could be someone coming out of a hermit-like mode, some sort of isolation, someone in your family who has sort of locked themselves away, maybe coming out of that mode. Could be you. But for many of you, I do think that this is, this means something, because look at this. You have an arrow, which is the Sagittarian arrow, right? Pointing from you to this Virgo, to this symbol of the Hermit, to this card. It's very symbolic. This is a very symbolic sector for you before this year ends. Because look at this. You have spirit and self also, with a sword pointing from you to your wealth. And I have to say, I'm jumping ahead a little, your wealth looks great. So there's something also going on with your wealth, and we'll get to that. I just wanted to throw that in there before I forgot. Now here it says also in home and family, it does say drive safe. You may, there may be a Virgo here who has problems with their car, who may get into an accident. This accident could be very minor. This accident could be a little bit more than minor. This could very well just be spirit telling you, please be careful driving. Does it mean anything awful is definitely going to happen? Absolutely not. Does it mean that you can prevent something small from happening? Absolutely. This is why it's being mentioned, okay? God, it's just so much. You also have the star. So along with this Virgo energy, you have Aquarian energy. This is your hopes and dreams. It's obviously the sign of Aquarius. You could have an Aquarius in your home and family here. That's very meaningful. You have Aquarius, Virgo. You have believe in love. So in your home and family, there may have been a belief system that was installed in you that is currently being eradicated. You may have had a difficult time believing in certain things that you're being asked to believe in. You also have on the border of home and family and health and well-being. Now just remember, it's also well-being. You have Saint Michael. We all know that it's actually the Archangel Michael, right? The Archangel Michael is, especially with the sword, is a protector. You've gotten protection more than once in this reading. There could be someone from the other side protecting you. There could be an element of protection coming from spirit. But on the border between home and family and your well-being, there is a protection that is dead center on that border. You have, moving on. Not moving on. You do have dogs here, and this dog is upside down. Your dog could be experiencing some health problems. I do not see death of an animal. I do see that you may be experiencing some minor setbacks with your pet. It could be anything. Okay, and like I said, I really need to tell you the truth about what I say. I can't sit here and just lie to you simply because that gets more likes. I can't do that. If this isn't your reading, it's not your reading. But I do see very strong energy here, and I do think it needs to be said, okay? So you are absolutely having some family issues here. There's Virgo present, there's Aquarius present, there is Libra present. You have here in health and well-being, you have great happiness, to be honest with you. There is a harp, there is great happiness. You have, I don't want to ruin this, okay? But you have the Ten of Pentacles here in reverse. Mercury and Virgo, that's more Virgo energy. You may feel a little shook. You may feel a little unstable. You may be simply finding instability in a father figure or a male figure, because look, there is the father charm coupled with an angel wing. So if you have a father that has passed on, he's somehow affecting this. You may have a father that, listen, there's father energy here on the table that's affecting you before the year is finished. Period. End of story. You have the Lovers here. And that's choice. You're going to have to make a choice in regards to a parent, a father energy. It could be someone from beyond. It could be a male person who has passed on. It doesn't have to be a father. There is male energy here. Okay. There is a decision that's going to have to be made regarding this person somehow. You do have strong is beautiful. You may not feel strong, but with this rose quartz here, you may receive a message from someone saying something like this, even though you don't feel particularly that way. You may get the love from a source you may not expect or may not have taken seriously at all. But there is some sort of love here on the table for you that helps you through a difficult time. There is a difficult time here. It doesn't look ridiculously hard. There is no awful cards here, but it's life, right? We all go through bad times. And the great thing about this is that you have someone helping you through it. There is energy here. Yeah, there is energy here that's sort of handmade. You have that handmade charm, and you also have believe. And that believe and that handmade charm is directly linked to the Sun card. Leo energy, but more than that, it is on its side, illuminating this whole sector. So there is going to be, and it's very close to you here, Sagittarius, there's going to be something that's illuminated to you here that is going to affect your well-being. Will it affect it for the worst? I don't think so, because there's great happiness here. Will it be mixed bag of nuts initially? Yes, because you do have that Ten of Pentacles in reverse, knocking your stability. But the end result here is illumination. You're going to see, they're going to either get information that's new, that has something to do with someone who has passed on, or you're going to, this could be father energy that's actually currently in your life right now, or perhaps an estranged parent that somehow comes back into your energy. All right. But there is an illumination here on the table. There's happiness in the end. You have the rose quartz, which isn't right on top of you. So it looks like you go through some stuff, and by the end of the year, you're feeling this happiness and this love, but it doesn't happen all at once. Okay. You have this protection amulet here, and it's so close to you. There is someone so close to you that's protective of you, and that is a really, really good thing. And that's either in the angelic realm, or it is in our material world. Okay. What you have here in your wealth is, I'm happy to report, the world. You have the world. That is a beautiful card. You are moving into a very new and successful cycle by the end of this year. You have the chair empty card. Someone is leaving your life, but it is in reverse. So somebody who you may not have felt was permanent in your life, or someone new may come into your life, but they're sticking around for this transition. There is a transition into a new, beautiful cycle. There just is a beautiful cycle here on the table. You do have this angel wing, and this, I'm telling you, there's something going on with a father, or it could be any male that has passed over. There is something going on here. You are stronger than you think you are, Sagittarius, with this strong is beautiful in reverse. You are a lot stronger than you think you are, and I think someone is going to bring that to your attention before the year is finished. Okay, so let's move on to your oracle. You have the Hell card, which makes perfect sense after everything we have just heard. This is challenges and tests. You're being tested, you're being challenged before you are handed this new energy, this new world, this new beginning, this new ending, a happy beginning, right? The world is Jupiter energy as well. So you're being mentioned over and over in this reading. You also have the Queen, love and prosperity, and that's more Egyptian energy. We talked about that with the Libyan desert glass. You're going to be moving into, it says love and prosperity. I mean, you saw me deal these cards. I didn't choose the good ones, right? You're moving into whatever it is that goes on. You're moving into love with all these symbols of love. You're moving into prosperity with this symbol of prosperity. You're moving into a better time for yourself. You absolutely are. Let's pull a couple of these cards here. My trusty deck. I think I'm going to pull 4. Give me 4, because I did pull 4 for Aquarius, and you're the second reading I'm doing. Give me 4 for Sagittarius, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. You have chemistry and passion. That definitely does make sense after all the cards that I have seen with pointing towards love. There is somebody here you're going to, if you don't have chemistry and passion with them now, by the end of the year, you're going to see this intensify. You have air. I mean, listen, we talked about Libra and Aquarius in this reading. This could be Libra time. Listen, between the King of Swords, Libra being mentioned over and over again, and Aquarius being mentioned, there's air energy here on the table, and it's going to be different for all of you. And I think that as I spoke, sparks probably went off in your head, connecting events and people. You have your North Node. Here's your cosmic purpose. You're going to be led to your purpose. You may be confused for a while here. You may be confused right now about what your purpose is, where you're going, your direction. You may be thrown test after test, upheaval after upheaval, but you're going to end up in this really good space, and you're going to finally know the truth with that sun illuminating this. The truth. You're going to be able to express the truth, hear the truth. Really nice reading. Just really, really nice reading. And I'm going to do something for you I did not do for Aquarius. That is the problem with being the first of a series. I always add things as I go along, and I think I'm going to have to switch who goes first from now on. But I'm going to pull one card. This is for from now until the end of the year for Sagittarius, please. From now until, these cards are difficult, until the end of the year for Sagittarius, you have the Empress. Libra, Taurus energy. We mentioned Taurus as well over here, right? We mentioned Libra quite a few times. But this is you. I mean, listen, this is a card of abundance, nurturing, fertility. You're moving into a very fertile time. Whether you're male or female, you're moving into an extremely fertile time. I'm telling you, the sign of Aquarius, Taurus, Libra, Virgo, I think that was it as far as really things that stood out to me. And obviously Sagittarius, because that came up over and over in this reading as well, right? I don't need to mention that, do I? Those signs are extremely pertinent and very rich in this reading. But also there is this abundance, this world card, coupled with this card is an extreme omen of good things coming to you. But it does look like you are tested here with this hail. So just withstand the tests. Withstand the tests. You're moving into a really fertile time here, Sagittarius. I wish you all the luck. I will see you next time. Your birthday reading's coming up, by the way. It's going to be a pick a card reading just for you. So don't miss that. Namaste.